Q Star Trek, the next generation characters inspired as many unforgettable moments as Q, the omnipotent trickster whose love for chaos, theatrics, and Captain Jean-Luc Picard was unmatched across the galaxy. For 7 seasons and beyond, Q tormented, enlightened, befriended, and occasionally humbled the captain of the USS Enterprise D. But amid all the cosmic pranks and mind-bending trials, one Q moment stands out above all others, not only as one of the most emotional scenes ever written for the character, but also as a meme that has taken on a life of its own. Yes, we're talking about that scene, the moment when Q sits on the edge of Picard's bed in the final minutes of All Good Things, gently telling Jean-Luc that he will always be there to look after you. A scene meant to convey cosmic intimacy, existential comfort, and the quiet end of a 7-season relationship, which the internet promptly turned into one of the funniest Star Trek memes ever. How did one of the franchise's most meaningful goodbyes become a beloved meme? The answer lies in a perfect blend of emotional honesty, internet absurdity, and the particularly chaotic energy that has always surrounded Q. Q's emotional goodbye in All Good Things Explained. To understand how the moment became a meme, it helps to revisit the scene's emotional power. All Good Things is widely considered one of the best series finales ever made, not just in Star Trek, but in television history. It gives Picard one final trial, reunites the crew in multiple eras, and closes the book on the Enterprise D with hope and unity. At the end of the episode, after Picard has saved humanity again, Q materializes in the captain's quarters. Instead of his usual flamboyant entrances, Roman toga, mariachi band, or judge's robes, he appears quietly. No tricks, no bombastic pronouncements. Just Q and Picard finally acknowledging the strange, cosmic friendship they've built. Q sits on Picard's bed, looks at him with genuine fondness, and tells him, "Greater than you just don't get it, do you, Jean-Luc?" The trial never ends. It's the final line that makes the scene resonate. Q isn't threatening Picard's life. He's promising to be part of it forever. For longtime fans, it's a moment layered with affection, melancholy, and a hint of mischief. It's one of the only times Q speaks without sarcasm or theatrics. And that sincerity is exactly why the moment was destined to become a meme. The birth of the Q sitting on Picard's bed meme. The most memeable images often begin with something unintentionally awkward. And when Q sits on Picard's bed, every element of the frame is begging to be reinterpreted. Q is sitting a little too close for comfort. Picard is in bed, wide-eyed, clearly having not expected a cosmic intruder. The lighting is soft, almost romantic. Q's posture is hilariously casual, as though he's lounging in a dorm room. And Picard looks like he's thinking, "Not again." The still image is inherently funny even outside of context. For anyone familiar with Star Trek, or even just with meme culture, it looks less like a tender cosmic farewell and more like someone's clingy ex-boyfriend showing up unannounced at 2 a.m. Within a few years of the episode's remaster, image macros started circulating. Fans realized the scene was a goldmine for relatable jokes about unwanted visitors, gay panic memes, cosmic boyfriend humor. When your intrusive thoughts gain sentience jokes, my sleep paralysis demon is friendly now jokes. By the time Star Trek Picard Season 2 brought Q back, the meme had resurfaced again, stronger than ever, and John D. Lancey himself embraced it, even joking about Q's bedside manner during convention panels. Why this scene became meme gold? Not every emotional Star Trek moment becomes an internet phenomenon. So why this one? One Q has always been an internet-ready character. Even before memes were mainstream, Q was basically a walking GIF generator. He shapeshifts, snaps his fingers, monologues dramatically, and breaks the fourth wall. He's chaotic, flamboyant, unpredictable, and extremely quotable. In modern terms, Q is the friend who speaks exclusively in memes. Combine a naturally comedic character with a rare display of vulnerability, and you get the perfect contrast, the meme maker's holy grail. To the scene's surprising intimacy, Q and Picard's relationship has always been complicated, but it's impossible to deny the deep connection between them. Q isn't just a cosmic pest. He's fascinated by Picard on a deeply personal level. The bed scene is unexpectedly intimate, both emotionally and physically. It feels like a private moment we were never meant to see, which makes it irresistible for internet humor. It also taps into a long-running fandom joke. Q is absolutely in love with Picard. Not necessarily romantically, though fans have had a field day with that, but emotionally, spiritually, and intellectually. The meme amplifies this playful subtext into outright comedy. 3. The remastered HD footage helped. Sometimes a meme needs the right image quality to take off. When TNG was remastered in HD, the scene became crisp, bright, and visually perfect for cropping, captioning, and reaction images. Suddenly, Q's posture, smirk, and affectionate gaze were clearer than ever. The internet finally had the HQ version of Cosmic Bed sitting it always needed. For the scene is both emotional and easily recontextualized. This is key. Many memes come from moments that are inherently dramatic but flexible. If the scene were too goofy, it wouldn't work. If it were too serious, the humor would feel disrespectful. But this moment strikes the perfect balance. Sincere enough to be meaningful, awkward enough to be funny, intimate enough to inspire endless interpretations. That combination made it viral catnip. Fan creations took the meme to new heights. Once the meme took off, fans started elevating it with increasingly creative edits. The sleep paralysis demon Q meme. Q is photoshopped to look glowing, monstrous, or floating as Picard wakes up, except he's smiling sweetly. The cosmic boyfriend meme. Captions like, when your godlike partner checks in to make sure you're hydrated, suddenly give the scene a rom-com vibe. The corporate needs you to find the difference variants. 2 identical images of Q sitting on Picard's bed, labeled as completely different cosmic disasters. The Q has no boundaries template, used whenever someone shows up uninvited, texts at 3 a.m., or interrupts your weekend. Picard becomes the stand-in for every reluctant human dealing with a chaotic friend. Cross-fandom mashups. Spider-Man, Batman, Gandalf, Doctor Who, everyone has taken a turn sitting next to Picard in bed. The most popular version? Q replaced by Morpheus from The Matrix asking Picard to choose the red pill. It's a kind of affectionate chaos that feels exactly like something Q would appreciate. Star Trek. Picard Season 2 gave the meme a second life. When John D. Lancey returned in PIC Season 2, many fans hoped for a callback. And while the show didn't recreate the bed scene directly, it delivered emotional material that reminded viewers why the original farewell was so powerful. This revived interest in Q, Picard, and their unique bond, sending the meme back into circulation. New panels, interviews, and behind-the-scenes clips also gave fans fresh material to work with. Plus, the new series leaned heavily into the idea that Q genuinely cares for Picard, reinforcing the emotional core that makes the meme work. The meme represents what makes Q and Picard timeless. At its heart, the Q sitting